Welcome back, everybody, to the continuation of our Let's Play of Space Exploration and Krastorio 2. So, a certain thing has happened over here, which I was not really prepared for. I was just thinking to myself, oh, come on, we're just going to build all the parts that we need and everything will be fine, yada, yada, yada. You know the drill. And suddenly, I saw my whole base over here. I saw the lamps over here were flickering, like all of them, and I was like, wait a minute, something is not correct. And then I kind of looked over here, the particle accelerator. It eats 103 megawatts of power, and I was like, oh, how much do we have? Oh, yeah, we don't have nearly enough power to run these particle accelerators over here. Not even one of them, even. So we need to think about power, and I think it's finally time for us to start thinking about how we could make a space condenser nuclear power plant. Now, we did make one in the past, in the previous series, but I kind of want to make another one. So there's two things we need to do. Step number one is we need to find the space capsule. There's one. And just load it up with some rocket fuel. I think this will be fine. And we're going back to Novus. We need one more fuel. Wait a minute. Let me just... Well, never mind. I'm already getting it. There we go. And we're just going back to Novus real quick. Like, we're gonna land it. We're gonna land it. We're gonna be very, very brave boys today. We're gonna land it over there. And we are going to have a look at how we can set up, or what kind of calculations we need to do to make ourselves a condenser nuclear power plant. Oi! I didn't want to land over here. Well, so be it. No, my inventory is full. Also, my inventory is full. My inventory is very, very full. We're also kind of low on oxygen. No, that's also good. I have to probably have a check where all my life support canisters went. They are probably somewhere. So it was probably a good idea to go back real quick. Either way, let's get ourselves some parts. The biggest problem we're going to have is how to route the liquids. Liquid routing is going to be the biggest issue of this whole experiment, because we have to cycle around a whole bunch of different liquids, and I'm not quite sure if we can even go for the full 5 gigawatt build. We're going to go for the 5 gigawatt build. If we're gonna make a condenser nuclear power plant, we're gonna make a condenser nuclear power plant that's gonna stick for a while. I just have to find over here my condenser turbines. Oh, there they are. Yeah, give me the condenser turbines, and then we're just gonna fly over here for a second. And we're gonna figure this out as we go. Good. And we're gonna use this place over here again. This thing is, of course, gonna get big. We might want to start out small. I don't want to start out small. Wait a minute. That's a 5 gigawatt ones because... Oh. Yeah, it's that big. Yeah, we don't really want to go that big, to be perfectly honest. I think we want to go this big. I think this is fine. I don't think we need this massive machine. I think this is fine. This is fine. Now, this is a 1.5 gigawatt power plant, and I think we're going to do the same thing as we did down there. We're gonna probably try to draw out maybe a gigawatt instead of 1.5 gigawatts. And the neighbor bonus over here is going to make it so that the fuel that we use to produce the heat will be... Can we actually... Wait a minute. Can we... Yeah, we can place it in space. That we will make more heat than we can initially use, but since we will be storing up the steam, it will be fine. Also, the heat pipes can store a lot of heat for us, so it will be fine as well. That does mean, and we're going to do that straight away. Let me just use this real quick. We are going to need some nuclear power plant parts in space, which means we want to order up into space at least 4 of these. At least... I'm just going to put some stuff in for now, so that it will probably not be the correct amount of stuff we need to put in, but I at least want to have some stuff ready, you know? So start loading up that, and then while we figure out what we need to do, or how we build it, we can then think about the rest. Good. So where is my turbine? Factorio Inventory Management 101. Oh, there it is. I probably opened my mouse over it. Good. Let's have a look at this one then. It's always a bit internal steam turbine power. There we go. At least we can look for that. So we are going to get 450 degrees steam. There we go. That doesn't tell me shit. Well, it does tell me a bit. It more or less tells me that we are getting our steam. We're getting our steam back. We are getting our steam back. I was kind of thinking about if we could see how much steam we consume per second. You can consume up to 1,000 steam per second. Something is not correct over here. 75% the energy efficiency of a steam turbine, but 99% of the steam used is returned to water. Temperature range is that to that. Maximum steam consumption is 66.6667 steam per second, and then maximum operation times. Higher temperatures decrease steam consumption instead of increasing power. But it's still not quite clear to me how much we actually need. If we go over here, the recipe over here is all the same. But 5,000 degree is definitely the best. I don't really see any kind of difference over here in steam, to be perfectly honest. But high temperature steam compression over here is definitely better or worse? I'm not quite sure. We're just going to go with the number over here. 66.666667 steam per second. Then we do have our lovely, and we're actually going to just take this thing over here because there's no reason for us to make it any different. Our steam block over here. That is our steam block. Each one of these do consume 1,250 units of water. That is fine. We can provide that because we put the water in the cycle. And we do produce 1,250 units of steam per second. Each one of these also consumes 50 megawatts. That's 250. That's 500. If we want to do a double header of this one, then it will look something like this. There we go. And then you go the other way. Good. That will be the very, very base of our nuclear power plant. Good. And then we need to put the steam in somewhere. Now, this seems like an idea, but we push out 1,250 steam per second. Now the water is coming up back up over there. Ooh, this is already looking like something nice. And 3 of these eat 200 steam per second. So that's 200. That's 400. That is 800. That's 1,200. And then if we add one more on top, then we eat whatever we can make in steam over here. But we don't have a steam buffer yet. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. We can do this. Remove all of those. Put in these. That will give us the required steam buffer. I would love if all of these are like on one and the same pipe. You know? I would prefer if we move this out by one more. And then we put like a steam or a pump over there to get everything out. Ooh. We shouldn't forget that we do have space pipe available. And then, there we go. Then we have something like this. And over here, the water comes back. Now, I think we do need at least one bigger water depot over here. Or maybe a smaller one, which we can cycle. I think a smaller one. Maybe smaller is better. No, it's not. It never is. Good. And then we need some space underground pipe. There we go. Good, good, good. Oh, it does go all the way. That could be our cycle. That could be our water cycle. And then we just need like a little machine over here in the middle that tops this one up with water every now and then. And then we could do this for every wing that we have. The steam over here will be buffered up. They all just push in. We don't really need to pump over here. And I'm really sure that we don't need to pump over there. Because this will just be one big... Oh, but we might need pumps in between of the tanks. Yeah, that's gonna be an issue. We do need pumps in between the tanks. Now, I think this heat-wise will be fine. The heat pipes should be able to do that. But if we want to get the liquids out, then we might want to... I don't really think we need these. I think we can be without these. But tanks do behave a little bit weird if you couple them together. Then again, what we did do over here is we did... Now we are also pumping it out over there. Over here it's a bit different. Because each one of these does have a pump pushing in and does have a pump pushing out. They can mingle in between with each other. That is fine. But since each one of them has a pump pumping it out, yeah, then we could do it a little bit different. This over here, I think this over here is a bit overkill. I don't mind overkill. Overkill is fun. But I think this over here is a bit overkill. So let's move it back together. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're just going to move this up a little bit. And then we just go like 1, 2. Because then we get the same effect. They can mingle if they want to. They can be as much of a Pringle as they want to as well. And we don't need this to be as long. So we move you in by this amount. You over there, you could maybe get away with a 9 pipe. You can get away with a 9 pipe. And then a 3 pipe over there. No, we can't. But I do love myself a 9 pipe. And I think this is the way we want to do it. Good. Please, don't be too German. Thank you. Here we go. Can we flip this? Nope. For obviously reasons we can't flip this because we can't flip these. Here we go. But now we can. And then you need to be over there. We just take this whole thing. You and over there. And you and over there. And off you go. That over here will be our condenser nuclear power plant, which hopefully gives us enough water so that we can... Oh, not enough water. Hopefully not give us water. That's the one thing we don't want to have over here. But this one over here should give us at least a decent amount of power so that we can run more power in space. It looks a bit funky. I love it. It should be fine. Now, the only thing we need to put in here as well is like the water cycle. Or the water machine. The water machine will be a machine that is over here, a biochemical machine. I might just make it over here. Now to think about it. I was kind of hoping we could stick it in the middle over here. We can technically do that, but practically we can't. But I guess we could maybe place one over there, but then we need to get the water over there somehow. Or maybe just place. Unless we can still do one thing. We can just move this out by 1. And we can just move this out by 1. There's nothing stopping us. There we go. And now we should have enough space in the air. Yeah, we can't place it because we can't place it on novice, on land. But we should have enough space over here to make the water that we need. And to fill it up in both tanks. And we place one of these on both sides. And then we're going to be good. Then we are going to be good. Good. And we're going to call this... Where is it? There we go. Space Nuclear Reactor. Here we go. And it should give us about 1 gigawatt of power. Perfect. So, back to space we go. Boop. Did they actually finish off? Nah. I will probably have to spend some time off camera over here, just trying to finish off this thing over here, because the space nuclear power plant, of course, is also going to eat a bit of how to put it. Yeah, gap 1 is fine. A bit of landfill, or not really landfill. We're gonna place it right over here. Here's fine. And we will probably have to figure out some other parts as well. This is... What happened over here? Oh. Huh? Yes, it's fine. It's fine. There were still some steel pipes in there. The blueprint is fine. We can fix that. The tanks are only missing. But first and foremost, we do need the ability, and at least we do have the reach over there, to put down everything we need. We also have all the water ice over here. So we already have water ice in space. The only thing we do need to do is over there is press this button. There we go. So then we can get all the water ice in. Good. That is ready and ready to mingle, and then we can set up power. Perfect. Do we need to do anything else in the meantime? We could probably analyze the issue, what we have over there with us not making any of the space platform. That's definitely a thing we could do. So let's have a look over here. Ah, you're already going up. Perfect. I just missed you. But I'm pretty sure that the issue over here is just us having not enough materials. They're waiting on heat shields and space pipe. You're waiting on space pipe and heat shields. They're all waiting on heat shields. Did we ever set up the heat shield recipe with iridium? Now that's a good question. Let's have a look down here. We make heat shields over there. We do make heat shields over there with iridium. And we do have a decent amount of heat shields in storage. I think the issue that we have is that we don't order up enough heat shields in space. Good God, you're loud. Heat shields. Yeah, order up 4,000. We double it down. We double down on the heat shields. There we go. There we go. We also are waiting on cargo rocket sections over here. That should be fine as well. We did definitely put in at some point in time the beryllium plates cargo rocket sections over here. So we are making cargo rocket sections as fast as we can. So that's all going over there fairly well. Good. Maybe one thing I definitely really showed off. We did end up building that lithium battery machine over here. And well, we're completely backed up on lithium batteries. Which is great because we do need them for pretty much everything later on. So we are prepared over here to have lithium batteries coming out ASAP. The biomass machine over here, I think I've also never showed it off in its completed form actually. It's on the thumbnail, but it never saw it over here. It's working like a charm. There's still some modules we need to put in there over there. Only speed modules, but then again, everything over here is backed up. So we don't really bother too much about that. Same is true over here for the coke liquefaction machine. The coke liquefaction machine over here is working like a charm when it does get supplied with coke. Now, the only time we do get coke over here is when Eclipse over here, where is it? There we go. When this rocket over here is full, and this rocket over here fills up only every now and then, and you over there, you're waiting on the rocket sections to send out more vitamin lang. Good. Let's have a quick peek at our vitamin lang production then. Vitamin lang is, of course, over here. And both are backed up, so both over here are ready to go to provide us whatever we need. So we are very good over here as well. Good, 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 good. And if we go back up into space over here real quick, then... yeah, they are building the space platform over here. We should actually... yeah, you can do space platform again. Sorry about that. Oh shit, these are not limited. Oh god. Oh no. Yeah, that's what I get from using these. That's probably also where loads of our resources... oh god, we got so much tree pipe. We will never need any tree pipe again. Yeah, these over here, these are unlimited because we always need space scaffolding. But yeah, we're gonna be fine over here for a while. I might even just do this for a while and just go like, you know what? Don't make any of this. And at some point in time, we will probably go like, hey, why are we not getting our pipe? And then we go like, yeah, because of this. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. It's not a as critical thing. So it should be good. It should be good. Perfect. 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 Okay, they're building that thing at least. Good. We should maybe also check if we can order up the required amount of rocket parts in there. What do we need? We need 76 condenser turbines. How many did I order up? Like 200 or something like that? You're loud as fuck. Yeah, 4, 200, 250. And what do we actually need? Less. We need less. That's perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. Good, 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 good. Nuclear fuel should also be fine. We should have loads and loads and loads of nuclear fuel over there. And you know what? I think we're fine over here. We are now entering a little stage where we just need to wait for things to finish up building, and then we can continue. So I'm just going to call it over here a shorter episode today. I do want to try to make more 20-ish minute episodes and not always those 30-minute-ish hammers. So thank you so much for watching. If you do like what you see, please do leave a like, a follow, a comment, a subscription. Every one of those actions does help me out in growing this channel to something bloody amazing. You can also find me on twitch.tv/BoldViking, where we do even more Factorio Pioneers over there, to be exact. As well as, well, we play way too much these days. My list of games I need to play just keeps on growing. I need some smart people to invent another weekday for me just to be able to game everything out. Nevertheless, thank you so much for today. Have an amazing evening, and until next time, see you around!